Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wil Page. I am the instructional technology coach at Thomas Stark King Middle School. And today we are going to be focused on working on trying to help you figure out Newsela. So Newsela is a really great program that all LAUSD teachers now have access to. The pro version of. We were able to get free access to some of the tools within Newsela, but nowhere near what is capable as we actually dive in. So, first of all, Newsela is an amazing teaching program. It allows our students to actually read news articles, but at their Lexile level. And so I'm going to go through, show you some of the resources and the way that you could actually engage your students while we're doing this distant learning. So again, as LAUSD teachers, as teachers across the country, Newsela is going to be available for free for the rest of the school year. And I encourage you to check it out. And let's go ahead and show you how to actually get all set up. So right up here in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to click on the Join Now button. When you do that, you'll have two options. I am a student or I am an educator. You're going to click the I am an educator. Next, you're going to click that you are part of a K-12 institution and then put in your role. I'm just going to put in my role as a teacher and click next. Now you have multiple options here. You could sign in with your first name, last name, your email address and password, or if you're an LAUSD teacher, most of us use either Clever, Microsoft, or Google. That'll take you directly in. I'm going to sign up with my Google account. Now I already have a Newsela account, and we are going to now see some of the features. So right here, you can obviously see that one of the pieces here is why everything is closing for coronavirus. It's called flattening the curve. Let's go ahead and open up this article really quick and check out what's going on with it so you can see some of the features. All right, so Newsela adapted this article by Forbes. So originally this is a Forbes article that was published on the 16th of March. The word count is 1,035, and it comes in at a grade 7 level the way it currently is. So I'm going to just kind of scroll down the article itself, and you can kind of see how it's set up. You'll notice that there is also a infographic here. All right, now let's go ahead and notice again, the Lexile level here is 1040L. So that's going to be a 7th grade Lexile level. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like at a 3rd grade level. So we're going to bring that all the way down to a 3rd grade level. Now notice now we've dropped by almost 400 words, and now it's intended for grade level 3 for the text level. So you're still going to have the content, but again, it's going to be at that lower Lexile level, still have the infographic there. And you can see the article is a little bit shorter. Now let's go ahead and see what that looks like on the max level. This same article is now adapted for a 12th grade level, and it's going to be a 968 words. So less words, but actually more rigorous content. And as we go through, we can kind of see how it's set up. Now, what's really great is there's multiple activities once you assign an article within Newsela. You'll click the activities piece here, and you can see as a teacher, okay, well, here's the first question, quiz question. Read the following sentence from the article. All of these decisions by public officials and businesses are aimed at one goal: slowing down the spread of the virus to avoid overburdening a healthcare system that doesn't have the infrastructure to handle a sudden surge of tens of thousands of cases at once. Which sentence from the article best supports this idea? So the students actually have to go through and find textual evidence that supports the statement that is found and answer that correctly. All right, so let's see the same articles questions when we drop that down to a 570. Again, this is a 3rd grade level. So which sentence from the section serious spread explains why so many events are being canceled? So students would then go into the serious spread, maybe find what the answer is, and then hopefully click B. All right. Additionally, students have the ability to have a writing prompt. So here you'll notice that there's a Newsela writing prompt, but you can also click on the edit button and create your own writing prompt. Now I'm going to show you in just a little while how you're going to take care of that on your end. Okay, let's actually get into creating a class. Okay, so I'm going to go into my settings. And as we are diving into this, you're going to notice that you have your profile. You can change languages spoken in the classroom. You can add students access to technology. From there, you can also go directly to your account. Hopefully your school comes up after you've entered everything. And then here we'll actually enter the classes. And already notice I already have a physical education and an animation class. And this is really important. A lot of our teachers who may not be out of core content are going to be able to actually develop classes for their students as well. So let's go ahead and create a new class. And I'm going to do a marine biology class. And I'm going to say that this is a 6th grade class. And I'm going to go ahead and say the subject is science. Now, if I was an elementary teacher, I may decide to click this elementary content filter. That way, the articles that students see are only going to be recommended for elementary school students. But let's go ahead and create this class. All right, so now I've created the class. And if I come right over here, you'll notice here is the class code, FG4XTC. And then right over here, I can click on Add Students. This is an excellent way if you just copy this link. That'll allow you to send that off to your students through your learning management software, whether that is Google Classroom, perhaps you're using Canvas, or most LAUSD teachers are using Schoology. So you could take that code, pop it into an assignment, and have your kids join your class. All right, so let's go ahead and look at what that's going to look like on the student side. They're actually going to go in. Now I just copy and pasted that link. They're going to click on the link. It'll be a quick join. And so again, this is the student side. I'm just going to go ahead and pop in. And now I'm going to click on my assignments. You'll notice that there's no assignments here. That's because we have not taken the time to actually assign anything into that particular class yet. Now, if I were to do the same thing with the animation and the physical education, there are classes already assigned there, but let's go ahead and take you through the assignment process. All right, so right up here, you might want to do a search. So let's say I did a search for marine biology. All right. Now, it's going to pull up any articles associated with marine biology, and you'll notice right here, there's this little black flag. That's a saved article. I've already saved this first article, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to find over here. I have this loudspeakers make dead coral reefs sound healthy. I have scientists study the world's first known manta ray nursery. Let's go ahead and find some other article. All right, so in rare on-camera appearance, giant squid takes bait. All right, that one sounds like it's going to be a good article. I'm going to save that article. It's going to now appear under the Your Content. I'm going to click on Saved. And it's going to now allow me to come in and find articles that I've saved. All right, so here's that rare on-camera appearance by a giant squid. Let's go ahead and click on that. So all of these are articles that I've saved. This is for my animation class. This is for a theater class I'm creating. This is for that marine biology class. Down here is for a PE class. But I've saved all these articles, and I'm going to go ahead and click on the article itself. Now there are going to be some articles that are in Spanish. There's also some articles that I can change the Lexile level on. All right, so right now, if I look, this is at a 7th grade level, but I know that my students are mostly English language learners in my class, so I might decide to lower that Lexile level down just a little bit in order to make sure that I'm able to get content for the students. And then I'll go ahead and click Assign. Now what's good is Newsela is going to take the time to adjust as students take more quizzes. So right here, I'm going to come down, I'm going to click on my marine biology class, and I have the adjust level here. So Newsela is actually going to change the level for the students if that's what's best for them. Right here, I'll click Assign, and that's going to assign the class in my marine biology class. So let's go ahead and now go back to the student view. So within the student view, we're going to go ahead and refresh. And we're going to notice, oh, right, I have an assignment in my marine biology class. Great. So I'm going to now click Giant Squid Caught on Video. Right here, scientists capture rare on air. Okay. So you'll notice here, it's a Washington Post article adapted by the Newsela staff. As a student, I would go through and I would read the article. And then at the very end, I could either practice the power words or I could take a quiz. Let's go ahead and show you what it looks like on the student side for the quiz. There is a question, and then students are going to answer. I'm just going to go ahead and just answer A for all of these questions. And then I'm going to show you what it's going to look like on our side as educators. All right. I'm also going to go through, wow, I got 2 of 4 correct, and all I did was answer 1. All right, so there's also what is called the right section. And so I have to write a short paragraph that explains the central idea of the article. All right. The central idea is about a squid. All right. I can go ahead and submit that as a response. Now I'm just doing that as an example so that you can see what that's going to look like on the teacher side. So let's go now back into the teacher side. Up here, you notice we have what's called the binder. We're going to go ahead and click on the activity feed. And what's great is it's going to lump quizzes together. So we have a response in marine biology, and we have the viewed articles, we have the quiz, and we actually have the response. All right, so I now know that that's the case. I can go into my settings, and I'll go into my class. Sorry, that's actually not what I wanted to do. I'm going to go into my assignments. And once this pulls up, I notice how many students have viewed it. I can click on the assignment, and right down here, I get data back. Okay, so I see that this student viewed this article today, spent about 30 seconds on it. It was a level 5, scored 50% on the quizzes, and now I can actually take the time to grade the ELA activity. So I'm going to grade now. And when I click on grade, it's going to show me what the response was. And I have the choice of giving a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4 based on the rubric that's already within Newsela. I can leave a comment, and then I could also either share the score or return for revision. If I return it for revision, the student has the opportunity to revise the assignment and go from there. All right. Well, that's the basic features of how to set up Newsela, how to get your students signed in, how the students interact, how you grade. And I hope that's helpful. I hope this is a tool that you're able to use with your students, because at the end of the day, it's really about making sure that we are finding innovative ways to engage our students and to make sure that we are functional for them and allow for their parents to actually have some assistance at home as they're going through a difficult time, and make it through this all together. All right. Again, my name is Wil Page. I'm the instructional technology coach at Thomas Stark King Middle School. Feel free to reach out to me at william.page@lausd.net. Again, that's william.page, P-A-G-E, @lausd.net, and be well.